Welcome everybody to Friday Night Smackdown. It is the go-home show to Clash of the Castle. Of course, we are in Glasgow, Scotland. Clash of the Castle is tomorrow. Oof. And we're getting fired up. But to start off with this one, we're starting off with the man that attacked the King of the Ring winner last week. Maybe looking to send a message, I don't know. But as now a vicious brawler now here tonight, looking to answer our questions as to why he did what he did. Sorry, in store for you tonight, a teaser for the four-way women's ladder match, tag match for the women's championship at Clash of the Castle. Also, Duke Hudson versus Jacob Fatu, Sheamus versus Damian Priest. G's names. But right now, here from Tommaso Ciampa. Jeez. You all want to know why I did what I did last week? It's simple. I want to get to the top. I want to send a message. And what better way to do that than to topple the King? And trust me, it's what we're all trying to do here. But I'm just not going to let my feelings get in the way. Well, hopefully I've had a second now that I can actually speak names. And talking of names, I hopefully, I hope I get this right, considering I believe this is, if I'm not mistaken, his debut here in WWE. It is Penta. Yeah, jeez, oh, got the fire and everything. How do they have time to set up this? Jeez, oh, and that. Looking dangerous. And then from what I hear, this man has zero miedo, which means zero fear. Probably butchered that, but you know. That's my understanding, so probably he's not scared of standing maybe like a foot in front of that, if that. I'd be scared about that. And I've got a wrestling match tomorrow, so I'm definitely got no going anywhere near that. So is this what WWE is all about? Cheap shots, dirty tactics, emotionless? Or is it about feeling the love of professional wrestling? Because the way I like to go about professional wrestling is through respect. And that's something you should give to Cody Rhodes. Not cheap shots. I don't care what you think wrestling should be. And I don't care what you think I should do. Remind me, Ciampa, you said about not letting feelings get in the way. Well, the question is, do you have cero miedo? Is that your way of asking me for a match? Well, if it is, I need to set an example for not letting anybody else come and interrupt me when I'm talking. So you're on. Well, impromptu match here tonight to start off Smackdown. The debuting Penta is taking on a reinforced attitude for Tommaso Ciampa. We've seen him act this way before, seemingly bringing it back out now that DIY's been separated. Clearly needed Johnny Gargano a little bit to try and keep him in check a bit. Now without Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa looking to go back to his psycho-killing ways. Reckoning that no one will survive his torment. Oh, geez, going for a roll-up. Jeez. Oof. And now Penta. Oh, flips it back on him. One. Oh, Ciampa bridging up. Ciampa bringing him down. Jeez, looking for the roll-up. Oh, no, the roll-up, the backslide. Jeez, two. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I have a feeling Ciampa wants to dish out some more punishment. I feel like he'd fight him even after he won the match. Just because that's not enough punishment done. That would not be for Ciampa, but he knows he's got to send a message and he's got to get to the top some way. So, geez, winning a match very quickly on a debuting Penta would definitely be a good way to get that done. Jeez. But, oof, beating his ass might do a very similar situation too. And he's up now, Tommaso Ciampa. Just laying into Penta right now. Jeez. Doof, 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 doof. Jeez. I said Penta question if Tommaso Ciampa had zero miedo, being zero fear. And I guess that was his way of challenging Tommaso Ciampa to a match here tonight. Jeez. Penta kind of coming out of respect for Cody Rhodes. I know they shared locker rooms before. So, you know, probably plenty of respect between those two. Jeez. Penta wanting Tommaso Ciampa to feel some kind of way like that towards Cody Rhodes and possibly him tonight if he can show him up here tonight. Please and get the win. Oof. Getting the whisper in the wind. Not that showing it would mean that Penta was necessarily way worse than Tommaso Ciampa. I definitely would not say that at all. Jeez, Penta a very skilled guy. He's, oof. I believe first time encounters for these two I may be mistaken, so it'll be very interesting to see who walks out on top. Oof. So I have no clue. So both seem to be men on missions right now, jeez. Just one of honor and one of victor and one of like intent. Technically Penta's intent, I'm trying to separate how Ciampa's different. But you know, in his psycho ways, jeez. Looking to just hurt Penta. Jeez, but sending a message at the same time. I think maybe Tommaso Ciampa is more about sending a message to everybody. Penta, more specifically right now, maybe he's sending a message to Tommaso Ciampa. If he can score a win here on his first match in WWE, that would also go a long way, jeez, to sending a message to everybody in the locker room as well. So maybe similar agendas, I guess, between the two. Just different levels of honor for them two. And now Ciampa just sent a Penta right to the Prime Station and just collapses it. Oh, I'm not going to complain. Ciampa, dump him on it. I want to crush that Prime bottle. Jeez. Oof. He's Penta tossing him off. Jeez, and now Penta. Jeez, what is this? On the outside. Oh, jeez. That was a bit of a Death Valley joke. I think Ciampa's leg caught the stairs. We know he's had issues with his knees. Jeez, now Penta showing that zero fear and zero miedo. Is it? It's zero miedo, isn't it? I believe so. I feel like I'm going to say it wrong. I've been saying words wrong today already, and we're only a few minutes in. So I have a feeling I'm going to get a different language, even just struggle with that even more. But I'm going to do my best as Penta going up to his barricade, looking to do his best. Jeez, to beat Tommaso Ciampa, and I guess that's double foot stomp right to the chest, the stomach, whatever, of Tommaso Ciampa. Sending Ciampa back into the ring. Penta now getting ready for Ciampa to get back up. Jeez, Penta. Oh, Ciampa gets out of harm's way. Oh, and an elbow, but doesn't quite get all of it. Oh, gets that and that. Jeez, and the knee. Oh, in the second. Now going to cover on Penta is Ciampa. 1, 2. Oh, kick out there by Penta. Jeez, you can already see that knee brace on Ciampa. He's probably going to need a bit more work on that after. Jeez, after the stairs. Jeez. They're seemingly doing okay, kneeing Penta a lot with that knee brace, suspectingly. Oh, what is Ciampa going for right now? Oh, that armbar. I say that's patented, that's vintage Ciampa. What was that, Ciampa? You got to be careful, man. I mean, I don't think the referee quite saw that. Oh, but jeez. Oh, and he definitely didn't see that. Jeez, Tommaso Ciampa with the brass knuckles. Clearly had enough of Penta already. Jeez, like, oof. I mean, I know he said about not getting any emotions getting in his way, but I feel like maybe one emotion that he does have is aggression. I don't know, maybe he's looking to eliminate that from himself. Because it didn't quite all happen overnight, I guess. Or maybe he's just enjoying it a little too much. Maybe it isn't even aggression and anger, it's just enjoyment. I don't know. But either way, jeez, that knee shot right to the face of Penta. Penta's just not been the same since those brass knuckles, let's be fair. He's now Tommaso Ciampa wrenching back. Jeez, on this arm. Jeez. Right to Penta. Oh, but Penta, he's finding a way to fight through. Jeez, he even took those brass knuckles early. Clearly just the amount of pain's woken him up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe a last-ditch effort here from Penta. Oh, jeez. Oh, right to Ciampa. Jeez. Almost like a tasty amount of medicine type situation. They went for a move instead of like a submission. Oh, now he's looking for the submission. Oh, maybe not. Bending the knee instead, maybe more tequila sunrise type situation. Jeez, Ciampa's foot so close to the rope. But jeez, Ciampa still finding a way to fight out of that. Jeez. And Tommaso Ciampa, oh, Penta kicks the knee. Jeez, looking for the roll up here on Ciampa. 1, 2. Oh, Penta, he's getting a little desperate now. Said, I think he might still be seeing two of Ciampa. Right there, proven is he's missed that super kick and Ciampa's taken advantage. Jeez. And now Ciampa just laying in the stomps. Right at Penta. Jeez, you just saw the way Penta bounced after that one stomp. That must have not been good for Penta at all. Jeez, now looking to take him into the corner there. Send him into that ring post. That turnbuckle pad. Is now Ciampa bouncing Penta off that again. Done a third. Jeez. Come on now. No need for this. Not need all this. Jeez. Penta now gone face first into that ring poster. Well, not the ring poster, sorry, the turnbuckle pad. Clearly, Ciampa now just laying in. I think this is... this isn't looking good for Penta right now. He's about time his face has gone into that turnbuckle, just getting worse and worse. Every time Penta's head bounces back out that corner. Jeez. Oof. And now Ciampa. Oh, right into the corner again. Jeez, how many times is he going to do this? It's just uncalled for at this point. Jeez. Clearly Ciampa is sending that message at this point. Jeez, Ciampa, come on. There's enough is enough. Jeez. Like I said, if Penta was seeing double on Ciampa now, he's seeing triple now. Jeez, if that is even seeing it all, if that's even if his eyes are open, I'm not even sure if he's even like seeing what's happening right now. He's just using the rope as a way to stand up, I think, or just keep himself up. Whether that was intentional or not, I don't know. Jeez. I think at most point this is just involuntary movement at this point. Jeez. Also, Ciampa just sending Ciampa into that. Sorry, it's Ciampa sending Penta into the corner. And again. Jeez, Ciampa just having his way with Penta right now. Jeez. And again, a third time right into that corner. It's not good for Penta. Jeez. Oh, Ciampa just body slamming him now. Clearly, that brass knuckles has become worse for wear for Penta. It clearly just had an last-ditch effort, and all those turnbuckle smashes has clearly just done it over for Penta now. Penta can't... I don't know, might have to check for a concussion at this point. He tried. This isn't looking good for Penta right now. Not at all. Gee, this is supposed to be his debut here. I thought it was impromptu. Maybe it was the wrong choice to go after Ciampa, especially when he's looking to send a message and use Penta as the way to do that. And now Ciampa looking to put it in a fairy tale ending that I'm not quite sure for who. Though it definitely will be an ending, probably for Penta. Hang on a minute, Ciampa's just let go. Oh, geez, you already sent the message, Ciampa. You already sent a message, no need to do more harm. On to Penta, come on, geez, picking him up now. You know, Ciampa now looking for that DDT. We know he likes that Willow's bell, but through that middle rope. Maybe just going even bigger off the top rope. I don't know, either way. Ciampa now are looking, I think that's for another fairy tale ending right to Penta. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Jeez. Tommaso Ciampa with the win here tonight. Jeez. Penta's not looking good. I think I can even see blood through the mask. I'm not quite sure. But geez, Ciampa, like I said, he's still looking to send a message even after the match, like I said he would. Whether the match went 10 minutes or 2 or 1 second, but Ciampa is getting stopped here by Cody Rhodes. Cody's back. Jeez. Looking to stop Tommaso Ciampa just in time. And Ciampa walks away. So I think that message very much sent. Jeez, oh no, no, what's going on here? Jeez, Nia Jax just cornered Tiffany into the parking lot. Jeez, Nia Jax just looking to just drag Tiffany around now. Oh, jeez, can we get security, please? I've got a match to prepare tomorrow. I can't just randomly go running. I'm sure I'm not even really allowed. Oh, this is not going to be good for Tiffany. This is not going to burn around outside. Jeez, from what heights? Jeez, oh, Nia Jax does not seem done. Nia Jax does not seem done as a card here by dragged. It didn't do it by his Tiffany, but we have to get to the next stuff, but oh jeez. Well, getting into the next match here, are we? Jeez. Fatal 4-way action. A member from each of the 4 teams that are competing for that Women's Tag Team Championship at Clash of the Castle. That ladder 4-way tag for the Women's Tag Team titles.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Chelsea Green from Ayrshire, Scotland, Piper Niven.
But of course, we'd expect nothing less than Scotland's own Piper Niven to be wrestling in this fatal four here in Scotland. Though the question is who's going to be wrestling for a union, which we do know that answer. But of course, those aren't the ones coming right now. The women's tag team champions, which thought Asuka could beat last Raw, so it only makes sense for Kairi Sane to be doing here on SmackDown.
And her opponents, first accompanied by Asuka, representing the Kabuki Warriors from Yamaguchi, Japan. One half of the women's tag team champions, Kairi Sane.
And of course, two more teams to get out here, but these are the defending champions. These now comes the brand new team.
And accompanied by Gigi Dolin from Dallas, Texas, Tatum, Paxley.
They were very successful in their first outing, already getting a pay-per-view. We'll see how well that will go, but before that we have a fatal four-way here on SmackDown, and here comes out the final team. Jeez.
And accompanied by Alba Fyre, representing the unholy union from Glasgow, Scotland, Isla Dawn.
Of course, like I said, we knew it was going to be Isla Dawn. But Alba Fyre, of course, here out to accompany, same as every tag partner who's out here to accompany their teams. Or their tag partner, of course, there you can see the match happening at Clash of the Castle. Also, we saw the brawl earlier. Tiffany, Stratton and Nia Jax are facing off. And it's been made official. Cody Rhodes versus Tommaso Ciampa is going to be having a one-on-one match there as well. And don't forget, still tonight, Duke Hudson, Jacob Fatu, Sheamus versus Damian Priest. Which, of course, Sheamus is vying for a shot at that Universe title at the pay-per-view. But right now, we have the fatal four-way match. So let's get going. But that's interesting. Tommaso Ciampa, Cody Rhodes has just been made official for Clash of the Castle. So that's going to be interesting to see. But right now, like I said, fatal four-way action. One woman from each of the four teams. Taking... Gonna fight right now, just as a little teaser for the match at the pay-per-view. Of course, we're in Scotland. We got two Scottish wrestlers wrestling here tonight. One on the outside of the ring as well. Jeez, of course. This whole stuff came about with when the fact that Asuka went on to Queen of the Ring and was in the finals of the tournament, taking on to Kai was unsuccessful. And because of the fact that they did not defend those titles, jeez, that was impressive by Isla Dawn. We needed to make up for that, so a four-way at Clash of the Castle is how it was going to go about. And William Regal made a very last-minute decision to make it a ladder match. I don't believe Tyler Breeze was in on that idea, but that's exactly what happened. And you know what, I'm all here for it. It's excitement. Jeez. But yeah, of course, though, Kairi Sane did also wrestle. Jeez, taking down Isla Dawn. That was interesting. Did wrestle at King and Queen of the Ring. Kind of didn't quite defend the titles, but in a way that if she lost to Bayley would be able to find a tag partner and compete for the women's tag team titles at Money in the Bank, which we've got to keep that in mind. And also the fact that Money in the Bank is in Canada. I'm sure Chelsea Green would love to walk in as women's tag team champions, just as maybe as much as Piper Niven would love to win said championships. Jeez, in Scotland, so big for them as well. Not just because there's one Scottish woman, but a Canadian woman who's looking to wrestle a pay-per-view in her home country and the next pay-per-view after. So, interesting to think about that. Jeez! Oh, Isla Dawn gets out of the way of Tatum Paxley. Notice that this Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dawn is going to be their first pay-per-view as a tag team. I think maybe the first pay-per-view on the main roster, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Unless I'm thinking of like forgetting a Royal Rumble or like a Money in the Bank spot. It's definitely going to be their first one outside that kind of match, though still technically a ladder match. So, you know. So I do believe this is definitely Tatum Paxley's first one. It's more my question of Gigi Dolin, because Tatum Paxley, I believe, came up to the main roster this year. So, yeah, G's no aims to be abolished. Tatum Paxley finally been brought out of the performance center here to the main roster. G's looking to put on a showing, which definitely has been. G's, like I said, already looking to get a pay-per-view match and women's tag to go out very soon. But G's, guys need to break that up. And I've just noticed when I was talking just like a second ago, what's happened to the announce table? Piper Niven and Kairi Sane doing some mad fighting. Jeez, of course, I mean, realistically, none of the other four women should get involved in this matchup, but there's no promises. Because it is fails four-way, there's no disqualification. I'm saying Paxley looking to get that roll up, but geez, Piper Niven just saw that and just absolutely just chucked Kairi Sane out of harm's way. Geez, that was interesting by Tatum Paxley. That handspring, like, lariat to the back of the head on a downed Isla Dawn. Jeez. Jeez. I mean, of course, I'm sure Alba would have loved to wrestle here in Scotland tonight for both nights, but... you know, it can only be one of them. And tonight it was Isla Dawn that was representing Unholy Union. Obviously, like I said, obviously made sense for Piper Niven and the other two. Well, it made sense for Kairi Sane because then Asuka was Maxine was trying to get revenge on Asuka on Raw, which Maxine ended up picking up the win by a disqualification because the Sky just did not know the amount of roll-ups Maxine Dupree did. And yeah, I don't know the reason for Tatum and Gigi. Maybe just they shook on it, or like, I don't know, rock, paper, scissors or something. I don't know. Maybe the fact that this is like Tatum Paxley's first year on the main roster, Gigi Dolin wanted to give Tatum Paxley the opportunity to sell herself that bit further. I don't know. Jeez, the interceptor by Kairi Sane right to Isla Dawn, just taking her out of her boots too. Kick out there by Isla Dawn though. Jeez, there was some impact behind that. Fair play, Kairi Sane. Give Braun Breaker a run for the money. So the fact that he's like 500 pounds heavier. 1, 2, kick out there by. Well, I think that was a breaker by Isla Dawn actually. It's hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes it's a bit of both. Sometimes or both at the same time. But geez, Tatum Paxley showing off the strength there. Jeez. It should have been showing an impressive feat of strength for this match, that's for sure. But, what's going on here? Asuka now and getting interfered. And what's that? Tatum Paxley got a sledgehammer in hand there. Jeez. Isla Dawn. Jeez, taking advantage of Asuka's distraction. I don't quite know if that's benefited Asuka. I mean, technically it did. It stopped Isla Dawn attacking her partner for a second, but only for a second. But it's enough time, clearly. Kairi Sane getting back into it. And Piper Niven, geez, going to work on... Well, looking for the roll-up, sorry. He's pressed her against the sledgehammer too. That was nasty. Jeez, old Tatum Paxley. Jeez, showing off in some impressive strength here, though. It was way more impressive when she did that thing to Piper Niven. I'm not even quite sure what that's considered as. But jeez, a clothesline down by Piper. Oh, it looks like Kairi and Alba Fyre having an argument. I said they shouldn't have got involved, but they probably will. Jeez. I don't think they said they probably will. I definitely probably should have. I think Piper Niven's cut around the eye. I'm quite sure what from it. Jeez, Alba was trying to protect Isla, but jeez. Oh, nearly cost them the match by distracting Kairi. Jeez, they're staying down right to the midsection, right to Tatum, and right now down to Isla. What's Asuka doing this turnbuckle? I've just realised that's the second one that's exposed. But what happened to the first one? Was that Chelsea? Must have been an Isla Dawn. I think she's looking to try and take advantage. That would have been a bit funny if Kairi Sane didn't go for the exposed turnbuckle that Asuka literally just did. Oh, jeez, Tatum Paxley. Dolph gets into a different corner. That one's not exposed. One of the two that isn't. He's Kairi Sane looking for that choke. Isla Dawn gets that shot to the midsection. Jeez, Kairi Sane's got some zip on her tonight. Jeez. What's she have to drink? What was in the cafeteria? Can I have some? Jeez. Especially when you go fight Logan Paul. I want some of that zip. Jeez, that was a forearm heavy down right into the sledgehammer too. And jeez, that's not going to help. Right to the lower back. But jeez, Piper Niven just chucks out her hands and looking for another roll up here. Jeez, Piper Niven. Kairi Sane doesn't realise. 1, 2, door. Tatum Paxley gets out of it looking for a roll-up. I don't think she realises the Kairi Sane's right there to break it up. Jeez, and Isla. Woof. Jeez, Isla Dawn just getting a bit scrappy right now. Jeez. Ball and drop kick there to Piper. Jeez, Kairi Sane just popping out all those moves. Jeez, and now the doof. Rolling Firewoman's Kairi. Right to Tatum Paxley. It's Kairi Sane looking to drag Piper Niven into the ring. I think Isla was distracted by Chelsea Green, and Kairi Sane gets that intercept, but Piper Niven breaks out of it. Jeez, Kairi's got some zip. Maybe the fastest match by like 500 light years, I swear. Anyway, Kairi Sane with that back fist knocks down Piper Niven, very impressive, and now looking to go for a middle rope move. Tatum Paxley's back in. Jeez, kicks her. Jeez, double axe and no rope. They were double team there, I think, maybe, I don't know, but not, I guess didn't last long. Jeez, what was that? I didn't even know what that happened. Piper Niven seems a bit dazed, so Isla's got to break it up. Jeez. Yeah, Piper, I don't know what was going on with Piper. I think that double accent is that we got another concussion tonight. Piper Niven and Penta. Jeez. So many concussions. We don't need them. Now, Kairi Sane just brings down Tatum. Jeez, now going to work on Isla Dawn. Jeez, Piper's moving again. We're okay, I think. I think Piper's okay. You know, maybe we should go in right after Penta, though, just to be careful. I mean, she is cut open as well. So we're going to have to go for some stitches anyways. Jeez, Governor hooks the leg on with Kairi. 1, 2, kick out there by Piper. Like I said, I'm sure Piper and Isla are fighting very hard to win this match tonight, though I'm sure all of them are, because I feel like they all have a reason. I mean, Kairi is the champion and lost their last match, and Tatum, well, like I said, she's looking to stand out here tonight. But two people from Scotland are here wrestling it tonight, so I'm sure that's going to be pretty big, though. I feel like you could say the same situation pretty much happening at the pay-per-view, but it just expanded to the teams. Like I said, the team of champions lost their last match each. Oof, their last singles match. They won the last tag, if I'm not mistaken. A team of Scottish women, a team of a Scottish woman and a Canadian woman. That's, of course, the Canadian pay-per-view and the next pay-per-view. And then the brand new team. And geez, Tatum Paxley gets that on Kairi Sane. I mean, not even sure that is, but geez, but piping Niven just breaks it off just in time with that boot. That was a hell of a boot to Tatum Paxley. Tatum Paxley's gone rolling there, geez. And now Piper Niven looks to plug down Kairi Sane with the Michinoku. But geez, Isla Dawn is right there behind her. Looking to send her into the exposed turnbuckle. Looking to knock her down. Isla Dawn on the cover of Kairi. Tatum's only just barely starting 2, 3. Jeez, Isla Dawn. Jeez, that was one thing after another. Tatum Paxley with a driver. Piper Niven like absolutely boots her head off just before the 3 count, literally milliseconds away. And then Michinoku driver to Kairi Sane, who's just received the move from Tatum. And then Isla getting the chucking Piper into the exposed turnbuckle. Kairi was definitely going to be down for a little bit. That's a back-to-back moves. And geez, that was a good way to keep down Piper Niven by sending her into that exposed turnbuckle. Very smart play by Isla Dawn. Took advantage of the whole like ripple effect, the domino effect, or whatever you want to call it, if it is even considered one of those effects. Nonetheless, what it was effective. That was the effect. It definitely was. It was effective. Geez, yeah. Definitely some strong performances out of here tonight. Kairi Sane, who was the champion, no less, was pinned here tonight. Which does not bode well for the champions. The fact that the champion was pinned, though, like I said, after back-to-back, after this move. Jeez. And Piper Niven's Michinoku driver. Jeez, like I said, just barely. Kairi tried to, but I guess I tell you, just too much. But not enough to stop Piper Niven from booting her head off. Jeez. Oh, Isla Dawn and Alba Fyre are the ones to walk into the pay-per-view with some momentum tomorrow night.
Here is your winner, Isla Dawn.
Well, congrats to Onoda Union for their win here tonight. So they're actually going to do this the right way around now this time, because they did it creepily last time, but they did it the wrong way around. And it seems like it. Isla Dawn's doing all the flailing around. So at least that's a little less worrying, yeah. Oh, that's one less thing to worry about, that they're not switching places this time. Anyways, congratulations to Isla Dawn on winning the match here tonight. Balor, what's going on? Why did you just forcibly put me into that matchup? It's not that you're going to give me a championship shot if I win anyways, because last time I checked the Momentum Central if this even is a contenders match. So why put me in this without asking me if I wanted to be in it and help you? Come on, big man. Don't be like that. We're supposed to be family. We're supposed to help each other. Just like I'll help you tonight by being in your corner tonight. Nice to know you glossed over the championship situation. But speaking of you being out there, I have no interest in you being in my corner tonight. You'll just get in the way and distract me. What? Why? Don't matter. I won't be in your corner tonight. And you'll see how much you need me. And you'll see it was me carrying you when we were tag team champions. And why are you even so interested about my championship? We're supposed to be going after all different kinds of championships and holding all the gold here in SmackDown. But you're focusing on mine. Why is that? We'll focus on that another time. Just, go deal with your match. Well, that's not good, is it? I mean, tensions are seeming to rise in the Judgment Day again. Things felt alright a few weeks ago. They won that 8-man tag, and Balor was back, and mood seemed to be at an all-time high for the Judgment Day, but seemingly things are going back downhill again. Now maybe the euphoria or whatever of the Finn Balor being back, and now it's come back down to reality. I don't know. Maybe now that Seth Rollins has defeated that common enemy is gone. I don't know. Maybe that's got a part to play in all of it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Anyway, Jacob Fatu has been set to unleash on his opponent here tonight. One half of Chase, one half of the opponents for the Tonga brothers at the pay-per-view. I'm sure this is by Sikoa's booking, I'm sure.
And his opponent, accompanied by
Like I said, Jesu won a 4-way last week to advance and get an opportunity at the Tongans for the Tag Team Championship here. You can see that. Also saw Jacob Fatu earlier. He's going to be taking on Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry was offered a match at Clash of the Castle. He chose Jacob Fatu. Madman, absolute madman. And so Sikoa is also re-challenging for the United States title. Don't forget, main event, Sheamus versus Damian Priest. I mean, Finn Balor's on that thing, but he's not coming out anymore. But right now, Duke Hudson versus Jacob Fatu. Like I said, I'm sure Solo Sikoa has sorted this out just so Jacob Fatu can absolutely run a hole through Duke Hudson and just make it an easier night for, geez, the Tonga brothers. But geez, I don't know. Either way, Duke Hudson, geez. But he's clinched up with Jacob Fatu. I mean, Jacob Fatu might be violent, but Duke Hudson's probably got the strength advantage. Geez. And showing it right now with Jacob Fatu. Is he, I don't know, he's sort of caged Jacob Fatu from it. This is not what I expect from Duke Hudson at all. Geez. But his fist right in the face of Jacob Fatu as well. I show him that strength game that he has right now. Geez, on Jacob Fatu. Oh, but Fatu finally gets it to release and launches right back at him. Oh, geez. Maybe the momentary that I felt Duke Hudson had that opportunity. Geez. Oh, now Jacob Fatu. Geez. And now Fatu heading up to the top rope. Looking for Jesus. Swanton. Oh, Duke Hudson gets out of the arm's way there. Geez. Now Duke. Looking for a belly to belly. Oh, sending him flying. Jeez, oh, trying to get rid of Tonga, but jeez. Tonga, I think he just about luckily dodged that, but also exposed the turnbuckle. Jeez, Jacob Fatu now. I mean, Duke Hudson, he's impressed me so far, the amount that he's done to Jacob Fatu already. Jeez, but Fatu right into that exposed turnbuckle. Jeez, just squashing him in there, jeez. And Fatu, oh, Duke Hudson fights back. Duke Hudson, oh, Hurricane Runner. Jeez, right to Jacob Fatu. And Duke Hudson's getting all fired up. Been in the Chase U section, and I'm sure he's on the hard cam side somewhere. Jeez. Oh, just body slamming him. Here's Duke Hudson on Jacob Fatu. What? No, jeez. Jacob Fatu picking himself back up, jeez. Duke. No, Jacob. Golf, Duke. Maybe, I don't know, jeez. Maybe a mismatch. Oh, Jacob Fatu. Jeez, oh no, Jacob Fatu. The onslaught begins on Duke Hudson. Jeez. Oh, and a headbutt. And now bringing the headbutts in. Oh, jeez. Duke Hudson rolls out of harm's way though. At least momentarily. Oh, definitely momentarily. Definitely momentarily. Jeez, Jacob Fatu. Oh, Duke Hudson gets out over the way. Jeez. Duke Hudson having a star-making performance tonight, feels like. Jeez, taking it to Fatu. Jeez. I mean, I expected Fatu to win this match. The only match she's lost so far was the hell of an effort. He, like, got a crossroads stunner, like a triple crossroads. There was a bit of a gap between that first crossroads and the stunner, but jeez. Nonetheless, Jacob Fatu is feeling the effects for a second here. Jeez, they had to feel in that war against Kevin Owens at Queen of the Ring, and also all the matches in the King of the Ring tournament prior. Jeez, and what it did for Cody Rhodes had to try and put him down. Maybe he's feeling the effects. I don't know. Jeez, oof, kick out there by Fatu. I don't know, but jeez, or maybe Duke Hudson's gotten extremely lucky right now. Jeez, and Fatu now. Oof, jeez, jeez. Oof, jeez, jeez. I guess it doesn't make sense for Solo Sikoa to just send Jacob Fatu against Duke Hudson. Duke Hudson's got some fight in him, but at the same time, I don't know how he was sending Jacob Fatu to get hurt before taking on Joe Hendry in Scotland, no less. Oh, jeez. Now he's doing more pain to himself. Jeez, just firing himself up more. Maybe that was Jacob Fatu's whole plan. Jeez, I know Fatu. Jeez, yeah, I think maybe this is where the dream dies for Duke Hudson. I think he had a good showing, but jeez, all these headbutts by Samoan is not going to do you good. We don't need a third concussion. we've already had Penta and Piper, and if we do not need a third. Come on, Jacob, stop this now, jeez. Just these headbutts right to Duke Hudson. At least he hasn't got to get on a flight. He's already here in Glasgow, Scotland. Jeez, and now Fatu. Oh, I thought he was looking for the moonsault, gets that instead. Jeez. And now, yet again on Duke Hudson. Jacob telling Andre Chase to get away. Jeez, that's Jacob Fatu. Jeez. Just taking down Duke Hudson. Sorry, Andre Chase. And up right at Duke Hudson gets that super kick just as Duke Hudson tried to do something about it. And jeez, landing right on the hips of Duke Hudson. That was an interesting turn by Fatu. And Fatu, I said, just in control at this point. Clearly Fatu's just been hit too much now. And now all it is just going to be pain for Duke Hudson. And geez, yeah, again, Fatu again right on the hips of Duke Hudson. It's not going to be able to pick up anybody now. Jeez. And now Jacob Fatu looking for, I think now, the moonsault. Jeez. And Jacob's not done. Jacob's not done. Jeez, looking for another moonsault, I think. No one gets it. Right to Duke Hudson. Tonga cheering on. 1, 2, 3. Fatu. Jeez, Duke Hudson's not going to be in good shape right now. That's for sure. Jeez. I mean, Duke Hudson had some solid moments in that matchup. But no, just that second half of the match was pretty much majoritively Jacob Fatu at one point. Jeez. Oh. I said Duke Hudson put a hell of a showing up. Jeez, not quite enough to deal with Jacob Fatu. Nowhere close, I feel. It's hard to take down Jacob Fatu. It's only been done once here in WWE, and it took everything. Jeez. Oof. I mean, I don't know who's going to match up to him, just singularly one-on-one. Duke Hudson, not the man to be able to do it. I guess I have to find out a man that maybe could. I've always said maybe the man that Sikoa has taken on for the United States title at Clash of the Castle maybe has a solid shot. Maybe is the one to do it, but I guess I have to see at a later date if that match ever happens. Seems that Sikoa's a little too fixated on it at the moment. Jeez, oh, go on now. There's no need for this. Andre Chase trying to protect Duke Hudson has just been tossed to the outside. And how the Bloodline's just ganging up on him. He's the one that hasn't had the match. So the three of them's going after him, and so Sikoa just taking care of Duke Hudson. Jeez. Tongalo's got a chair, man. Jeez. And so Sikoa just raking it all in. Standing over a downed Duke Hudson. It's the Bloodline just absolutely going to war on Andre Chase down in the back area there. Jeez. Oh, jeez, I didn't even have to say his name. I mean, I think I did earlier, but still, nonetheless. Clearly a bit of a late summon. But, jeez, he's coming out here, and so is the United States Champion. I said his name, that's for sure. It's Ilya Dragunov, jeez. Going to work now, Wolf. On. Jacob Fatu, Joe Hendry. Shaking a few cobwebs going. Jeez, Duff. Well, Joe Hendry will be taking on Jacob Fatu, and Tonga seems to be going after Ilya Dragunov as well, jeez. I think Tonga would so go securing the Chase University, I don't know, but jeez. Or maybe at least release the first two to go after him. He's that one who's supposed to be the first two. Jeez. It looks like maybe the Bloodline might have the advantage for the second there, but jeez. Off. Well, we're going to see some heads clash at Clash of the Castle. 3 matches around the Bloodline. 4 if you count Nia Jax, which I'm not quite sure if she's officially still part of the Bloodline, though. Doesn't seem there's any Tamina around, so I don't know quite know what's happened to her. But nonetheless, we won't worry about that right now, because it's time for the main event of the evening. And ladies and gentlemen, it is Fyre Nights, baby!
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Brawling Brutes from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Well, tonight's match be a banger. I mean, Sheamus is involved, so I'd imagine just that. And geez, out comes his opponent. Jeez, he's already had words with Finn Balor backstage. Is that going to be on his mind here tonight? But I don't see any Finn Balor, that's for sure.
And his opponent from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Jeez, well, it's Damian Priest making his way down to ringside. Like I said, only accompanied by Rhea and Dom here tonight. Of course, he's taking on Sheamus. We know that Sheamus, if we wins this, surely gets a match with Finn Balor. But what happens if Priest wins? I don't know. What happens if Sheamus don't win? I mean, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess I will have to see how things go. But nonetheless, geez, tough. I mean, I would assume this is no more contenders match type situation. I think I called it that earlier, or maybe not. I don't know. But I guess we'll have to see. I think maybe Balor opening Priest doesn't win. I don't know. At least hoping that Sheamus gets a little battered on the way. I don't quite know what's going on with Priest and Balor and what's going on between them and what their plans are for each other and whatnot. I'm not quite sure. What I do know is there does seem to be a fracture, a divide in the Judgment Day in the minutes. It seems to be more Balor, Carlito, and JD on one side of that fracture, and on the other side it is Priest, Rhea, and Dom at the minute. It does very much seem to be that way. I mean, I think out of everybody, Rhea's tried to play Peacekeeper the most, but nonetheless, does seem to have splitting into two a little bit, has the Judgment Day. Fracturing, dividing, whatever you want to call it. Jeez. Will that play into Sheamus' benefit here tonight? Jeez, I don't know. I guess I have to find out. As these two men, both strong men, that is for sure. Who's going to get on top of this one? It looks like Sheamus gets behind. Jeez, stuff. Both not so young guys. Some of the older guys on the roster, both these two. Jeez. They're still looking to put on a hell of a showing. Good show where they can hang. Like I say, Balor's not one of the young ones either. Jeez, all some of the 40-plus-year-olds going at it. Jeez, not as young as people like Dom and Rhea on the outside. Jeez. Both still in their 20s, if I'm not mistaken. Jeez, get that powerbomb. Jeez. Nonetheless, Sheamus gets a oh no, doesn't get that clothesline. And yet again, we're going into another clinch. Jeez. Who's going to end up on top of this, though? I don't know. Jeez. Oh, it looks like Sheamus does. Pushing Priest into the ropes. We're going to get the cheap shot. No. Okay. So respect that. Jeez, oh, Priest gets that kick right to the leg. But Sheamus, jeez, these two men just looking to trade blows right now. Like I said, feel very evenly matched in kind of that strength advantage. Jeez, doof. There's some heavy shot there by Sheamus. But jeez, oh, and he counters that one. Oof. Sheamus, though, he's asking for more. He wants some, jeez. I think he just got what he asked for. Jeez, that was a heavy shot back from Sheamus. Jeez, doof. Changed camera angles a little bit. They've kind of haven't changed camera angles, but they've slowly rotated. But jeez, getting a little harder to see what's going on. But I can still tell you exactly what's going on. They're having an absolute war right now. Jeez, these men just unleashing on one another. Jeez, you guys swear I just saw the bruise just slowly turning there on Sheamus' face after all those shots in rapid fire succession there. Sheamus asking if we're entertained. We definitely are. I didn't mean to speak over him. I was finishing my sentence. He spoke over me. That's Dirty Dom, jeez. I don't know he's trying to get a better view. I have no idea what Dirty Dom's trying to do. Jeez, with a name like Dirty Dom, what can you expect? As Priest goes into the cover on Sheamus. Covers one, kick out there by Sheamus. Good old Shamo. Kicking out Gamemode back up to his feet. Oh, Priest looks for a kick that's midsection with Sheamus not having any of it, but jeez. Oh, Priest gets that kick right to the head. Don't look like a question mark kick almost. Not quite though. A bit more jump to it. I don't think question mark kicks usually have that. But, oh, jeez, Sheamus just spikes on his head. Jeez, I would have gone for a cover after that. Jeez, our Priest, maybe he's going to go for it after this tombstone slam. By Priest goes for that cover. 1, 2, kick out there by Sheamus. I mean, I hope Sheamus is okay. We don't need a 4th concussion here tonight. Or a 5th, actually. I think Joe Andrews seemed to have maybe a bit of an issue. It took him a second to shake out the cobwebs. It's not looking good for concussions here tonight. It's going to be a list, not a list, like a queue mile long behind the medical facility, not the medical facility, the doctor, the on-site doctor we've got backstage somewhere. Oh, jeez. Oh, Damian Priest gets a snapmare. Jeez, and a storm right to the back. It always seems that Rhea and Dom have a more of a psychic connection with Priest, and that they seem to have their timing better. Or maybe just they can do whatever they want and he's fine with it. It's anytime he worries about Balor and JD and Carlito and what they're doing. I don't know, maybe it's a mistrust between them. I don't know. It seems to always not go to the plan when it's JD, Finn Balor, or Carlito trying to help out Priest. Like I say, it's interesting to say about all this. The whole situation is these two men trading blows on the outside. Balor saying he was carrying the tag team champion stuff. But I mean, I've got a question of validity of that. I mean, it was Priest that wanted it. And as far as when Balor wanted the championships, they had it. As soon as Balor didn't want the championship, it was over. Though you could also just argue no man is good enough to defend a championship realistically. It's like 1-on-2. So, you know, I don't know if that question you could argue that, but both men wanted that brawl again. So they're going to have it right now. Jeez. Right on the outside here. Oof. I think Priest's got to be careful. I think he might have got whacked at that apron a few too many times. Maybe giving him a little bit of less of a talk. We have to hurt his hips one too many times. Jeez. Oh, they're taking him out. Jeez. Right on the hardest part of the ring. Jeez. Right on top of the apron there. You get what I mean about Balor and Priest? I don't know. Either way, Balor's had his head focused so long on Seth Rollins. And now that it's not, I question what Balor's got all that extra time to think and all that extra energy to think. I question what it's going to be about. Jeez. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's what's returned it to. It's issues between the Judgment Day. Jeez. It's just by just coming to the end of the rivalry between Rollins and Balor, he's just had no other brain power or brain energy or focus than just Rollins. And that's when things are going right, maybe. I don't know. Maybe for everybody to an extent as well. But now there's no more Rollins. They're not having to worry about Rollins. No Becky Lynch. No Nathan Fraser. No Axiom. No Elton Prince. No Kit Wilson. Now the Judgment Day fractures may become the most province they ever were. Jeez, oh, and Damian Priest just slamming down Sheamus with the reckoning. Jeez, but Sheamus, pulls him down. That was pretty good from Sheamus. Showing the toughness. But jeez. And Sheamus gets that kick. Jeez, Dolph gets that uppercut. Jeez. And Sheamus now looking for the Alabama Slammer. Jesus gets that leg drop, just jumping over Priest there. I don't see Sheamus do that all too often. But fair play, he can do it. Jeez, proving that he can, jeez. And now Sheamus just tossing Priest across the ring, but jeez, Sheamus is feeling it in his back now. Like I said, me feeling the wear and tear. He ended up over a fight in him early after that reckoning. There's a surprising fight out of him. Maybe that adrenaline just wore off just then. Nonetheless, Sheamus goes into the pin now after that fallaway slam, but two kick out there by Priest. But too much time wasted or just not enough damage done, I don't know, either way. Sheamus, gets that knee shot right to the face of Damian Priest. Kind of like a broken knee a little bit, but nonetheless, 1, 2, kick out. Of course, not quite as effective as the bro kick. Nonetheless, Sheamus looking to stay on Priest here. Jeez, send him into the corner. He's now looking for another Alabama side, this time inverted. Jeez! Oof. Oh, Sheamus. Is that a cut under his eyes? Just a nasty bruise. Either way, looks like he's been in a war because of that. Jeez, though Sheamus always does. Jeez. Jeez, of course, if Sheamus wins, this is kind of be a bit of a battle of the Irish and Scotland type situation. Interesting to see how the crowd reacts to that, but jeez, gets the elbow, but no, he doesn't. Priest gets out of harm's way. I mean, the man got the elbow. Jeez, now Priest dropping Sheamus down right at his face. That's not going to help the bruise. 1, 2. Kick out there by Sheamus. Priest now. Jeez, is Priest bleeding or busted from the eye? Is it that a bruise too? I mean, these two men did unload many strikes on each other over the course of this match. So I wouldn't be surprised if their faces are feeling it right now. But jeez, that knee's not going to help Priest, that's for sure. Jeez, near some of those shots, jeez. Down to the midsection now on the chop, jeez. Doof. And down an elbow, jeez. That's not going to help. That was flush in half. Jeez. Well, I think if he wasn't bleeding then, he might be bleeding now. After that elbow, and jeez. Yeah, again, dominant with Mysterio. Looking to try and play dividend for Damian Priest here. I said these two seem to have a better success rate than the others lot do for Damian Priest. Sheamus though, I think Priest just too a little. Maybe Priest is the one Gus now. Jeez, he took a while to get up. I don't know. Clearly little rocks. Oh yeah, that blood's forming now. I can see it. That body slam. I think maybe it's on top of the bruise. It's on top for sure. And now he gets that elbow. Does Sheamus? Goes just to go, that's definitely a bruise on Sheamus' face, but it's a nasty one, that's for sure too. Kick out there by Priest. Jeez. Sheamus. Oof. Looking to pick up Priest, but no, Priest fights back, gets that kick right to the head. Jeez, and gets a clothesline going. Just rocking down Sheamus. Priest. Jeez. What's it going for? I don't know. Sheamus seemed to break out of it. Sending Priest over the ropes. Jeez. Oh, and I think Sheamus realised where Priest is. You can see the blood quite easily now on Priest. Jeez. Oh, jeez. You're starting to lead that chest raw of Priest. Jeez. And again, jeez. Oh, not a nice fall for Priest. That was a drop and a half. Jeez, and Sheamus now. Oh, I'm going a little bunged up for a second there. Jeez, my apologies, Priest. Trying to find a way to fight through the pain. Jeez, picking up Sheamus. And a south of heaven right to Sheamus. And Priest now just getting his bearings. I think, I don't know, maybe that the blood is in his eyes. I think he's just trying to shake it out a little bit. And Priest tosses Sheamus into the ring. Sheamus is not a light man. And Priest just had the hell beaten out of him. But geez, Dolin gets a clothesline again on Sheamus. I'm surprised Sheamus even got up from that south of heaven. 2. Oh, Sheamus, jeez. Clearly Priest wasting 2 minutes time. Maybe Balor was right. Priest, I don't know. That was not smart from Priest to do that south of heaven on the outside. I think sure maybe we've done the damage, but maybe wasting too much time, I don't know. But clearly, maybe he doesn't need Balor's help. I don't know clearly is the answer, but geez. Running shot there. I think Priest is panicking right now a little bit. Realising he's got to do something. Oh, geez, a bit of a clap right there to the face. And Priest is unleashing all kinds of strikes right now on Sheamus. Like I said, I think the blood might have been in the eye of Priest and he was trying to clear it. He gave himself a moment, but he clearly thought he had longer than it. And like I said, the heavy cocks of Sheamus. And Priest clearly had the blood in his eye again with that clothesline missing. Jeez. And now again, Priest looking to try and get a proper rebound. But yet again, I said Priest is looking for something perfect here, and it's clearly not quite going out his way. Oh, and gets the clothesline. There we go. Jeez, what was that, like 5th time the charm? I don't know. Either way, Priest. 1, 2. Kick out from Sheamus. Clearly, Priest is just doing too much faffing at this point. I don't know what's going on in Priest's head right now. Yeah, I feel like he should be winning the match. I'm not quite sure how much it is. Maybe the words of Balor's are getting messing with him in some kind of way. I don't know. Balor's been known to do it, but generally he's more like the interfering kind. But I mean, they're the tag team partners. I don't quite know how much he's going to do that. Well, faction mates at least, though. But geez, like I said, the blood in the eyes probably isn't helping Priest either. Jeez, nonetheless. Jeez, an uppercut right there. I mean, there's a reason why Ben Balor's WWE Universal Champion and survived a kind of war like that casket match. Jeez. And he's probably going to be wrestling somebody at Clash of the Castle, I imagine. If it's not going to be Sheamus, I don't know who. Will it be Priest? I don't know, but we've got to get to the end of this match to find out if it's Sheamus or not yet. You know, I mean, Balor never said no that it wouldn't be Priest, but I don't know. He's going a brogue. Jeez, right to Priest there. Jeez, goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Jeez, why with the Sheamus getting that win here? Jeez, I question if he was going to win this match, see if he's going to get that Clash of the Castle match, and looks like we are. The Battle of the Irish. It's now but official. Right, jeez. I think there's some mistakes made there by Priest. Priest may be looking for certain moves, just looking at them looking for them at the wrong time. I think has cost Priest here tonight. I think that's what we've got to put it down to. Just the wrong timing, just poor timing by Priest. But jeez. So maybe that's going to get in his head even more now. Jeez. Oof. Every passing moment. I don't know that he just didn't put down Sheamus. Maybe he heard those words from Balor more and more. I don't know. I think I might have to put it down to that. I reckon Priest had a solid wave through the King of the Ring until a little bit of an accidental distraction from JD, if I'm not mistaken. Geez, so maybe Priest. I don't know. I think maybe it has to be down to that. I think it has to be. I mean, I don't know for sure, but if I was going to bet on it, betting one way or the other, I would bet on it being that I think maybe Balor got in Priest head. Whether he meant or not, though, is a wholly other question. But anyways, as I said, it looks like it made official. Sheamus versus Balor, Clash of the Castle. That 4-way women's ladder tag match for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Cody Rhodes versus Tommaso Ciampa. That was made official earlier on tonight. Of course, Tiffany versus Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship. Also going to get the WWE Tag Team Championship match. Duke Hudson and Andre Chase versus the Tonga brothers. Joe Hendry returning to Scotland, taking on Jacob Fatu. And so is Sikoa wrestling for the United States title again against Ilya Dragunov.
Here is your winner, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Well, congrats to Sheamus. I'll see you at Clash of the Castle tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you for Clash of the Castle tomorrow too.